We're going to take just a few seconds as we welcome everyone to today's welcome session. So we're going to give it about 10 seconds and then we'll begin. Hello, everyone. Again, good morning and welcome to day 2 of CareerCon.
Yes, welcome everyone. We hope you are pumped for today's schedule of events. I love seeing the hearts and little clappy hands. So at the end of this welcome, and if we have time, we will be able to answer any questions you might have. So if you have questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A, and we'll go over some quick reminders and tips, but then we'll want to answer those. So take some time to go ahead and do that.
Yes, please do. So today's general theme of the events is going to be understanding the private sector environment and self.
Following this welcome, you're going to go to our plenary panel session on thriving in industry, the private sector, followed by more cohort work. What else are we looking forward to, Liz?
Yeah, so following that panel, we're going to go, like you said, into the cohort work. And then after that is going to be our exhibitor microsite visit. So just a reminder, this is going to be exhibitor microsite visit 3. So cohorts 4, 5, 6, and 7 are going to visit during this time. And then cohorts 1, 2, and 3 are going to be visiting at visit 4, which occurs later today.
Got it. Do you have any tips for our participants on how to meet with reps during this microsite visit time?
Yes. So it does sound like we had a few people have some struggles with their visits yesterday. I do want to clarify that Juno has worked on the ringing feature, so that should not be an issue for today. So generally speaking, once you enter into a microsite, you're going to navigate now to the bottom of the page where you're going to find the list of company representatives. And then under each representative, you're going to find the Talk Now feature, which won't show up if they're in a meeting or if they're not available. Or you're going to find the Schedule a Meeting feature. So if you selected a rep, you selected the Talk Now feature, and it is continuously ringing, that typically means that the representative is not at their desk at the moment, and they unfortunately missed your call. Again, if you don't see the Talk Now feature, that means they're already on another call or they are set to unavailable for that time. To schedule a meeting with a representative, you're going to select the Schedule a Meeting button, and then the recipient of that meeting is actually going to get a notification on their profile image. It'll pop up like a red, it'll say 1 or 2 or 3, depending on how many notifications they've received. And so the recipient has to see that, see that you have essentially scheduled a meeting with them. They will accept a time, or they might let you know that that time doesn't work for them and they will recommend a separate time. And then that's how you're going to essentially finish off scheduling a meeting with one of the representatives. So just because you sent a scheduling meeting doesn't mean that they're going to show up. They have to be aware that that meeting has been scheduled on your end. I do also want to point out that apart from the notification that they receive in Juno, they do also get sent an email. So if you're scheduling a meeting that's going to occur in 10 minutes, they're probably not going to have sufficient time to be able to meet with you. So I understand you want to meet with them and speak with them. Totally get it, but allow for a little bit of leeway time to be able to have them notice that you are trying to schedule a meeting with them.
Awesome. Thank you, Liz. That's super helpful. Hopefully everyone has great success meeting with reps today. I know I'm also looking forward to more cohort work. Shout out to cohort number 3. Do you have any tips, Liz, for breakout rooms during cohort work?
Yes. So the only times that you're going to be using the breakout feature is going to be in the cohort work times. My cohort didn't do any breakouts. That's totally fine. But this time today, every cohort is going to do a breakout session. So essentially, what this means is that your cohort leader is going to break you out into groups, probably 3 or 4. And then you're going to get a notification that pops on your screen that says you are being taken to a breakout room. You're going to want to select OK, and then you will sort of virtually navigate into an entirely separate room. This does take about a minute or two for you to get into the room, for others to get into that room. So we ask for you to wait a couple minutes. And then once you enter, we also ask that you select either the audio or the video icon that appears on the lower left-hand side of your screen. So what that is going is it's going to bring you to stage, just like Daniela and I are showing up for you today. And that will let others know that you're in the room. And then, of course, we are asking for you to at least have your audio on so that you can converse with the other members that are in the breakout room. If for whatever reason you find that you're the only person in the breakout room, it's been a couple minutes, you can actually navigate the main room by selecting the back to main room feature that is on the top right corner of your screen. That will take you back to main stage. And then from there, you can actually select, again, at the top right corner of your screen, the ability to go to a new breakout room. So that should hopefully assist you and make sure that you're not the only one in a breakout room.
Awesome. Thank you, Liz. That's great.
Of course. Do you have any last minute tips or tricks for the day?
Sure, yeah. I want to remind everyone that every session has its own room. So, for example, once this welcome session is over, you'll exit the session by going to the top blue nav bar of your screen and select Agenda. There, you're going to see the next session that's coming up, which is the Thriving in Industry and Private Sector panel, and then click into that to go to that session. So this applies to every session. When it ends, click out, go back to the agenda to find what's coming up next. Other than that, I would just say for that button that's on the top, the breakout room button is on the top left, not the top left, top left.
My apologies. The way I'm
the
looking at the screen, it's my right, it's your left.
there you go. Awesome.
Yes, all of those breakout buttons, top left, not right. My apologies. All right. So awesome. I guess, Daniela, do we have any questions in the chat? If our participants have anything they'd like to clarify while we time?
Yes, we have one from Alexa. She asks, what do we do if they do not, so like the company reps probably, do not show up to our scheduled meeting? Should we reschedule?
Yeah, definitely. Again, it might just be that they did not get that notification. They were totally unaware that you were trying to schedule a meeting with them. So I would try to follow up with them to schedule another meeting. There is also the chat feature in Juno. So you can ping them, per se, in the platform and ask them to sort of see what better time there might be available for them. And if they respond to you, that's your guarantee that they saw your message. So definitely try rescheduling, sending them a message in Juno, and then going from there.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. And other than that, I don't see any other questions in the chat. You're welcome, Alexa.
Yeah. And another note actually is, if you're trying to reach out to the same company or same rep a few times and you're not having any success, please feel free to submit that information to your cohort leader, rep name, and the company, and then we can try to put you in direct contact with them as well. But hopefully that is not the case, and you will interact with them in the platform and not need any of our assistance.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz.
Of course. Well, it looks like we are all wrapped up about on time of discussion. I'm very excited for us that we're ending on time, but we're going to wrap up and with the day 2 welcome of CareerCon.
Yes, welcome. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.